one of the most unusual award presentations the Manly State League Baseball Club has ever had to do. A big thanks already has to go to Luke Eisenhower and everybody involved with EBSN behind the scenes to get this production up and running. The board and I would like to extend our best wishes to you and your families during these extraordinary times, and we hope that you continue to stay well while we all come out of this unusual isolation period. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to the Manly Warringah District Baseball Association President, PJ Patterson.
Hello everyone and welcome to the 2019-20 Manly Presentation event. My name is PJ Patterson. I'm the chairman of the RSA, and again, welcome to this wonderful event. Unfortunately, we can't be with you in person this year because of what's going on around the world with COVID-19, but certainly we do need to celebrate our achievements this year. And to that end, I want to say a massive congratulations to State League for a wonderful breakout year this year, getting our imports coming through, all the activity that's been going on in aquatic, the wonderful support we've had from juniors as well on our Wednesday night competition, the awesome food, and of course the wonderful baseball that we saw this year from the State League competition. Also, big shout out to our minor league committee and for all of the achievements that they have achieved, all the things they've achieved this year, especially growing that competition both in winter and in summer. And to all of our juniors, I really am missing myself or have missed actually the competitions for the national titles this year, the state and national titles. So hopefully we'll be back on the park in September and getting our junior sport going again. Once again, everyone, be safe, have a fantastic rest in this off season, and start getting ready for baseball in 2020-2021.
Thanks, PJ, for those kind words, and in record time as well, as there might have been a book on tonight's length of speech by you. Let's see at the end of the night whether a prize has been awarded. During the night, we've decided we're going to be able to give a few prizes away. Normally at a presentation night, we'd do raffles and numbers boards and the like to earn some dollars. Tonight's no different. I'd like to thank Ash and the team at Red Stitches for donating $50 vouchers that we're going to be giving away. So you can head over to our Instagram and Facebook pages at Manly Eagles Baseball to be able to get the information on those prizes. This year, the Manly State League Club ran 4 senior men's teams in the New South Wales State League competition, a futures team in the Manly Warringah District Summer Minor League competition, and for the first time in 5 years, we've seen the women's come back to be in a second grade New South Wales competition. To all the players and coaches and support staff for those teams, this night's for you. Congratulations. As President of the State League Club, I'd like to extend my thanks to a few people behind the scenes. Viv Hughes and Simon Loud on the executive, great support. I couldn't have done this without you. The club is about you, and everything that we do is the sum of all of us. I'd also like to extend my great thanks to the board, Simon Loud and Viv Hughes again, John Hughes as part of the canteen, Luke Eisenhower, Ben Logue, Sean Chivers, Ashley Roberts and Adam O'Neill, all taking great roles within the club to be successful this year. A huge thanks has to go to Noel Markham for all the groundwork he did for this season, and Simon Loud who helped as well. I'd also like to thank our coaches for the amazing effort and work that they put into the club this season. Chris Corey as club coach, Massa Endo for first grade, Chris Corey who ran second grade, Tim Clark, Scott Fielding and Jason Tabor running third grade, 18s, Simon Loud and Ben Heinel, futures team Sean Chivers and Gavin Parkinson, and our women's team Todd Eisenhower and Ben Little. Thanks to all for this season. We'd also like to extend our thanks to the scorers who gave their time freely to the teams this year. Glennis Bird, Melissa Haythwaite, Julie Logue, Lisa Mayo, Cheryl Amir, Michelle Rogers and Minako Nakashio. We'd also like to thank our sponsors gratefully for the amount of money that they've been able to give us this year for the continuation of our club. Having finished with all that, let's get on with the awards. Hopefully you've got something cold with you. You're not as nervous as I've been. Let's get stuck into the awards. The first one tonight is from the Futures team, and here's your...
Thanks, Mike. Season rundown for the Futures is pretty good this year. Got a couple of wins. We had a 3-win streak in the middle, which put us in the hunt for finals, but unfortunately due to the wet weather towards the back end of the season, we weren't able to capitalise. I'd like to say a huge thank you to Gav Parkinson for assistance, especially when I was overseas in January. I'd also like to say thanks to Michelle Rogers for scoring every game, definitely helped out, especially for Gav and I to do on game day. This year's Manly Futures Coaches Award is going to Ryan Ego. Ryan Ego came to every training session working hard, came to game time ready to play. He also made the Manly senior team to represent Manly at the state titles. Congratulations, Ryan Ego. Futures Pitching Award goes to Lockie Casely. His unreal arm also started the winning streak for Manly Futures in the beginning of the season, which led us to 3 wins back to back to back and kept it hot throughout the middle of the season. Futures Hitting Award goes to Sean Parkinson. Sean Parkinson was awesome throughout the season for hitting and kept the team's attitude alive when it came to at-bats, and also gave us a team boost throughout the whole season. An overall thank you to the boys for the 2019 and 2020 season. Hope to see you out there in 2020, 2021, playing for the under-18s, if not in the grades.
Thanks, Sean. A fantastic season. Couple of games short of getting into the finals because of wet weather, but an extraordinary year that you've had. We hope that that will continue next year with the program in 2021. The club would like to extend a gift of appreciation to our scorers for the work that they've done this season. To Glenys, Melissa, Julie, Lisa, Cheryl, Michelle and Minako, a great thanks from all the team and all the players for the work you've done. So let's get into the next set of awards. Here's Simon Loud to present the Under-18s awards for the season.
All right, Under-18s. All right, thank you. So, great season. Certainly looking forward to playing this season or coaching this season. I had spent some time with a lot of the players that were coming through into the team this year as part of my junior years when I was coaching in juniors, and certainly looking forward to working with them in the Under-18s alongside them and trying to make a finals for this season. We certainly started very well. The team bonded very quickly. They certainly played together for many years. They bonded quickly. They played really well together, and they're really leading from the front. We went out with the first half of the season with 6 wins, 2 losses, and certainly was leading the way. Not only on the leaderboard, but also across the player stats as well. A number of the players were leading the stats across the competition, and certainly creating a reputation for themselves. So the first half was strong, and as I say, we're leading the way. As we went into the second half, unfortunately, just a coaching error on my behalf, allowing an under-18s pitcher to pitch greater than 60 pitches and staying in the field. I applied the senior rule rather than the 18s rule, which was unfortunate, but that cost us 2 wins, and that was certainly taken away from us. So we went in the second half of the season, obviously needing to win. We didn't have as strong second half of the season, 4 losses, 2 draws, but also too in the back half or after Christmas, 3 washouts and a heat wave when we needed to be out there winning some games. Really didn't help. So unfortunately we got bundled out, didn't make the finals after such a very strong start, which is really disappointing, and certainly very disappointing for the boys. But as I say, it was a good season. The boys played really well. I know they enjoyed the game, and they certainly went out at every game and were there to play and we're there to win. And certainly no one got away with an easy, or no opposing team got an easy win from us. That's for sure. I think the most pleasing, certainly the most pleasing stat for me was in the first half of the season was our for and against. 54 runs, 16 runs against. That was the best in the competition, and certainly made it very difficult for any team coming to play Manly. As I mentioned, the team played really well together. A lot of the boys were playing not only the under 18s but also playing in grade, first and second grade regularly. You know, Michael Lemire, Josh Beasley, Tom Newbold, Luke Brown on some Wednesday nights, Zach Murphy were playing in the first grade. Had Max Milner, Chris Wyatt, Tom Butler, and Zach Newbold. They're all playing upper grade. Tom was definitely playing the first grades week in, week out. A lot of the boys playing in the second grade, and certainly helping out in third grade on occasions as well. And this bodes really well for next season. These boys have played a lot of baseball over the last summer. They'll certainly come into this season, next season, very strong, and we'll find them, right across the grades again. So looks good. I'd like to thank Ben being there every week, certainly supporting from a coaching point of view, being there on first base, providing a lot of guidance for the boys, certainly providing me guidance on different ways of how we can win the game, which is very helpful. Cheryl, week in, week out, doing the scoring. Got to have a scorer, and certainly Cheryl's there every week putting a hand up, which is great. Noel doing the fields. I think we had a great season this year with immaculate fields, and certainly without Noel's support that wouldn't be the case. We had Michael in the canteen on Saturdays when we had the home games. We had Chris helping out in the game that I couldn't attend. Chris from every Tuesdays, Thursdays, doing the coaching and leading the way there as well. So, right across the board, the state league committee, everyone's putting their hand in, putting their hand up, should I say, to help. And we certainly appreciate all of that. Awards. As I mentioned, a lot of the players were leading the way from a stats point of view, and obviously then that contributes to a results at the end of the season, and obviously there's some awards for that. The batting award, that goes to Luke Brown. So Luke was certainly led the way with the bat, very strong with a batting average of 339. Luke didn't bat much last season, just focusing on his pitching. But this last season, he was able to do both, and certainly enjoyed being in the batting box and just hitting the ball. So congratulations, Luke. It's a great result. The next award is RBIs, and that goes to Tom Butler. And Tom's had 13 RBIs, and certainly was up there from the competition point of view. I think he came in second, across New South Wales with total RBIs. So great result. And certainly batting there in the fourth spot, that's what you need. Someone who's just going to bat and bring in the runs. So it's a great result, Tom. The next award is our pitching award. So with an ERA of 1.449, that goes to Luke Brown. Always been very strong on the mound for under 18s. He has always been our starter, and he leads the way, and he keeps it really, really tight. So it's a great result, and certainly it's his best season that I've seen him pitching as well, which is really good. The fielding award. So the fielding award goes to Zach Murphy, spending most of his time out there in left field, but also on first base, fielding 1,000. So that's error-free, which is a great result. He certainly leads the way when it comes out to the outfield work. Certainly great there to support in first base, but also one of our strike pitchers as well. Great closer, and certainly did his time on the mound as well. But also picks up the fielding award, which is excellent. Okay, and the final award is the Players' Player, which is a prestigious award because it's actually voted by the players, and it's certainly them choosing then who they think is the Players' Player, obviously. So and that goes to Luke Brown. So congratulations, Luke. Obviously a great season for yourself with 3 awards there. and certainly very deserving. All right, the final award is the MVP award, but I won't be actually giving that one out. Tommy Organ's going to be doing that, so you'll have to wait for his presentation. So that wraps up under 18s. Look, it was a strong season for the team, certainly a very enjoyable season for the team, and you know what, probably more stressful season for me this year than any other, with I suppose the desire and wanting to win, but unfortunately it wasn't the case. So I look forward to this season. Hopefully we start on time and everything's comes good for the beginning of summer season. We're certainly very good.
Thanks, Simon. Fantastic season had by your team this season. I'd like to extend a gift of appreciation to the board for all the work they did this season. Viv Hughes as Secretary, Simon Loud as Treasurer, and board members Luke Eisenhower, Ashley Roberts, Ben Logue, Sean Chivers and Adam O'Neill. It's been a big year. Thanks very much for your time during the year behind the scenes to get things done. A big part of the club is the canteen. It was huge this year, especially on Wednesday nights, and it was ably run and staffed by John Hughes, Viv Hughes and their daughter Natalie Hughes. Thanks so much for the effort you did all season in and around the canteen. The grounds, Noel Markham, outstanding work again this season, and Simon Loud, thanks very much for the time and effort you put into doing the grounds. And of course, how can we forget Jim Gagan, our ground announcer. Thanks, Jim, for all the wonderful words of wisdom you've been able to give us on Wednesdays and Sunday afternoons. Lastly, I'd like to thank the EBSN crew for all the hard work that they did to film the games. Andrew Logue and Ollie Stokes for your technical experience. Things can only be better next year. Thanks so much to everybody for all the effort you did this season. Let's keep going with the awards. Now here's Tim Clark to present his third grade awards.
Thanks for that great introduction from our hosts. Thanks for having me along. This is clearly an unprecedented time. This is the first time I've actually done like many of us, have done a virtual presentation. So definitely interesting times. But I'm here to give an overview of the third grade, talk around some of our awards, and then do some thank yous as well. So without further ado, third grade 1920, the competition itself, super tight as we worked through, super competitive. The teams that we played against were great teams. We kept up with them, even to the point where it came to the last round of the season. We had 7 teams vying for all final spots. 4 of those, including us, were the fourth spot. Unfortunately, we missed out on that finals berth, but something we can definitely keep improving on. We did play better baseball this year with the new players in the team that came in, some without state league experience come in and were a great addition to the team. They contributed on and off the field, so it was great to see the boys step up. So thank you for the new guys. The guys that kept on going from last year, it was great to see them step up, knew what the challenges were from last year, and then continue to build to what we had a great season. So thank you to the guys that came back. The thank yous that I'd like to give at the moment for the season, Chris Corey, our club coach, great mind, great thought process there, and thanks for the sounding board as well. Mike, our club president, thank you very much for your support as well within the third grade and across the club. My assistant coach, Scott Fielding, thank you very much. Mate, your contribution this year was amazing. Definitely numbers guy. I appreciate you charting, giving me the heads up on certain things, and being that sounding board as well. So I really appreciate that. So thank you very much. Hope to see you back next year. And then next, Jason Tabor. Jason Tabor was an inclusion this year, coming back from many years off. Once again, a great baseball mind around Manly baseball. Was helping out on the bench, helping out at training, not just across third grade, but also across second and first as well. So, mate, it was great to have you back in the club this year. I'm sad to see you go. You are retiring again, but hey, thank you very much, and I wish you all the very best for the future and whatever that holds for you. Next up is our scorers. We had two great scorers again this year in Lisa Mayo and Julie Logue. So thank you very much for your contributions this year. Off the field, it was amazing to have you there. You are a part of the team, and we really appreciate what you did for us this year. So thank you. Next, without Simon, I don't think we had some games that we wouldn't be able to get up and running. So the field was in a bit of a shambles after the rain and the weather that we had. So Simon really stepped up and helped us get the field ready, along with the boys as well. But Simon was the main contributor there. So thank you very much for all your efforts around the field this year, off the field. So we really appreciate your work, along with Noel as well, the silent partner in Noel that he is. So thank you very much. Our under-18s also stepped up this year. They came along the game, sat on the bench, got into games in crucial parts where we needed them to play roles to achieve what we needed to do. So I think the guys there that did get into the games definitely contributed and were a key part of what we needed them for. So thank you. We love to see this amongst the young guys through third, second, first grade. So it was awesome. On the third grade base there, we did have around 30 players come through third grade this year, including our under-18s. So there was a large amount of players that we did have. But look, thank you for everyone in those that contributed this year. All right, so moving on to the awards. So now, obviously these players here, amongst the 30s I mentioned, were key contributors to our team. So we're going to start with the batting award, and this person has been consistent within the batting box all season. Saying that, also on the base paths and on the field, and has been for the last few seasons. His batting award got him into the top 5, or his batting average got him into the top 5 for the league at .417, and that player is Liam Mayo. So congratulations. Next one is our pitching award. So once again, this player has been around Manly for a while, through minors and majors. This year was a great contributor to third grade on the mound. He dominated through the league. He stepped up, saying that he was in the top 5 in the league. One for the strikeouts. He came 4th in strikeouts with 34 strikeouts over 44 innings pitched. So with an ERA of 3.84, Dean Story wins the pitching award for third grade for 1920. Well done. Next is our fielding award. Our fielding award goes to a gentleman that's been around Manly baseball and baseball for quite some time. One of the stalwarts of third grade, one of the old boys we would call him, but consistent in the field. Great head to have around the game, around the team, in the dugout. So with a fielding average of 1,000, our fielding award goes to Dion Mason. Our RBI award is our next one. So for third grade, RBIs, obviously runs batted in with 9. Our RBI award for this season goes to Liam Mayo. Our next award is our Players Player Award. Players all got together, put some votes in to who would be their Players Player and their choice for who would be a standout from the team this year. It's great to see all the guys contributing to that. And obviously we've heard this guy's name quite a little bit now throughout third grade, and obviously Players Player is really an award that stands out. Obviously you are a Players Player, so congratulations to Liam Mayo. That wraps up our awards for third grade for 1920. The MVP will be announced later. We'll hear from Tommy Organ around them. So once again, that goes to a player who really contributed this year, standout player. So thank you very much. Congratulations to all our award winners. Once again, thank all our players, thank the coaching staff, thank all our back-end operations people, our canteen, amazing, Luke, ESPN, wouldn't have got up without you, so thank you very much. And look, everyone stay safe and healthy during this time. The laws are being lifted slowly, so hopefully we'll see either our winter comp and our summer comp kick in sometime soon. And I'd like to see everyone's faces back again next year. So once again, stay safe, stay healthy. Thanks very much.
This year, your Manly Eagles saw representation by a number of its players playing in higher forms of the game throughout the year. Firstly to Jalen Ray, whose inclusion in the under-18s Australian side in the World Cup playing in Busan, Korea was a fantastic effort. Congratulations, Jalen. Jalen was also a member of the Sydney Blue Sox side this season, along with Connor McDonald and Vaughan Harris. Vaughan's retirement came this season with 200 innings under his belt for a stellar career in the ABL. Congratulations to all three, and especially to Vaughan on that career. The club also saw a number of players in the New South Wales jersey and country jerseys representing in the National Youth Championships in Geelong. This season, congratulations goes to Zach Newbold in the under-16 New South Wales team. Zach was also MVP of that team and the championship. Congratulations to Zach. In the under-18 New South Wales side, we had representation with Tom Newbold and Luke Brown. Congratulations to both of you. In the New South Wales country sides, we saw representation as well. In the under-16s, Dago Yamaguchi, who's come into the club for the first year and playing with the Futures. Congratulations, Dago. And in the under-18s country side, we had Zach Murphy, Josh Beasley and Tom Butler. Wonderful boys. Congratulations on your journey this season in those teams. We're also very fortunate to have a couple of boys heading to college this season. Jalen Ray going to Central Arizona and Aidan Torpy going to Augustina College in the States. And of course, Josh Gessner playing with the Phillies. Hopefully you boys get the season in. We'd love to see you representing the club in those different jerseys this season. The first of our Club Perpetual Awards tonight is the Bevan Ian Coltman Encouragement Award. This young man has had an extraordinary season. He's only been playing baseball for a few years, was outstanding in 18s and made appearances in all grades in the club. Congratulations to the Bevan Ian Coltman medalist, Max Milner. The Jeff Wilson Memorial Trophy is for the club's most improved, and this year the Jeff Wilson medalist is one of Manly's best pitchers, Zach McAllister. Our next award is the Ian Walliker Trophy for the Rookie of the Year. The Rookie of the Year is an outstanding junior player coming into the club and playing an extensive amount of first grade games. This year, the Rookie of the Year for the Manly club is Josh Beasley. As all clubs, we have a few awards that some don't want to win. Our Black Bat is for the most strikeouts, and there's been some valuable players on this bat that have gone on to greatness and not win it again. This year, our recipient of the Black Bat did go up a few levels and was one of the better players in his lower grade in the 18s, but also is the award winner for the Black Bat. Congratulations, Josh Beasley. Our next club award is for the walking stick. This is not an aid for an olding president. It's one of the most historic awards in the club. It's been won by a lot of players who have gone on to be fantastic players for a number of years within our club. And this year our award winner for the walking cane is Gabriel Mateu. Congratulations to all the club award winners. The club was very lucky this year to have a few imports come and grace our jerseys and help us play better all year. Firstly, we had Ryan Kalish, who came into the country. We hopefully that Ryan was going to be able to play and coach with us most of the season. Unfortunately, he got injured, and we wish Ryan all the best back home in the States, and thank him very much for trying to make us better at the beginning of the year. I want to thank Jude, my wife, for putting her name into the ring to allow Ryan to stay with us. We enjoyed his company and would love to see him back at some stage coaching Manly baseball. We also had Jules Kramer from the under-23s youth national side for the Netherlands come in and play with us. Vaughan Harris made that introduction to us, and we want to thank Vaughan and Wendy Harris for putting him up at the beginning of his term with us. The club would like to say thanks to Jules for his time out here. I know he enjoyed it. I know he's desperate to come back, and hopefully that can happen. We also had Treg Habercorn come in and play for us. Treg was from the Cincinnati Bearcats in the United States. His immediate impact on the club can't be understated. We want to thank Brian and Beth Murphy for hosting Treg this season, and we'd love to think that Treg can come back next year and play for us. As always, the imports need some accommodation, but they also need work, and we'd gratefully like to thank Jamie Beasley and Matt Eisenhower for being able to provide these boys with some opportunity to earn some dollars while they were here. Thanks, guys. Hopefully we can call on you next year if we get some imports back into the club.
Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Ryan Kalish. I know it's been a minute since I've seen you guys. Hope everyone's doing well. Just an update from here. Obviously, things are shut down, but I was teaching Pilates pretty regularly and just doing that. I'm doing really well. I think about you guys pretty often. I hope to be back someday. I hope that everything is going well over there and everyone's staying safe and healthy. Alrighty, you guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Hey guys, Jules Kramer here, catcher for the Manly Eagles. I want to thank all the fans of Manly Eagles, the guys that work, the volunteers. Big shout out to you guys. Without you guys, a lot of it wouldn't have happened. I want to have a special thank you to the Eisenhowers, the Murphys, Vaughan and Wendy Harris, O'Neill's, Michael O'Neill. Big thanks. Just had a really lovely time after the game, while the game was on. Had a really good time. Just big thanks. Appreciate everything you've done to me.
This is Treg Habercorn here, import from America, center fielder for the Manly Eagles. I just want to first off thank all the fans and all the volunteers. Without you guys, a lot of things wouldn't happen around here. Especially special thanks to Michael, Simon, the Eisenhowers, the Murphy family, my host family, and for all the other people who are definitely a part of the experience as far as volunteer-wise. This has been a great experience. I couldn't have done this without you guys. And I just appreciate all the opportunity. You just treat imports very well here, and it makes it hard to leave, definitely. So thank you.
Jalen Ray, have a really good time there in Arizona. Show them what you can, because you're a hell of a baseball player. Keep working hard, have the good mentality, and go have some fun, kick ass there. Hey, and Torby for you as well. Hey, have a good time there in I think it's South Dakota. Have a good time there. The winters are tough, but I know you can make it. Keep raking. Do what you can do best. Keep raking. Have fun.
Jalen and Aiden, being an American who played in college sports, I know what you guys are about to go into. Just realize that working hard and smiling and having fun in baseball has an effect on the baseball field. So if coaches and everybody sees you having fun, it's going to be hard not to perform well, because honestly, play from a place of joy. You'll have a lot of success this way.
Jules and Treg, we hope you guys are safe and well where you are in your homeland, and we hope to see you back for next season. Now here's Chris Corey to announce the second grade awards for the season.
Thanks, Mike. It's great that we can still have presentation night, even though things are going on around us. It's good that we've got the platform of EBSN, that we can bring this to life. I guess from a second grade perspective this year, we really had high hopes coming off a winning season last year, and with the majority of our players coming back, everyone really was looking forward to the season and all revved up. Maybe we got a little bit ahead of ourselves, but fifth place, still finishing there, certainly a good result for the club, and certainly a strong platform going into next year. We had a lot of the youth movement coming through again this year, the likes of Josh Beasley, Mikey Amir, Tom Butler, Max Milner, all coming into into the squad and really tearing it up towards the end of the season, definitely adding value, which is going to help the club long term and hopefully those guys long term as well, and moving forwards. Certainly had a lot of other bench players coming in, filling in from third grade, and doing a good job each time they came into the field. So thanks to those guys. I guess on the thank yous, all of the club coaches this year, right from Massa at the top, and Simon, Meat, Clarkey, all the guys. We had Tabor at first base, week in, week out, definitely helping out, definitely added value this season for us in second grade. So thanks to the coaches. Melissa, scoring for us season the whole way through. Thank you. It's definitely added a huge value knowing that you're going to be there week in, week out. So that was great. On the topic of thank yous, we got the committee, all the guys getting it done behind the scenes, and even, or especially John and Viv in the canteen, so the guys can come up and have a drink and or grab a bite to eat at the end of the game. So I guess without further ado, we'll jump to the award. All right, so leading off the second grade awards with the RBI award winner. This guy had a really good season with the bat, really got it done, particularly when we had guys in scoring position. So well deserved. And that winner is Ben Sutton. Congratulations, Suts. Another great season with the bat, mate. Well done. Right, and second grade fielding award. So this is a well-deserved award. Our player that wins this award played 11 games out of our 14. Certainly a hard guy to replace in the lineup when he wasn't available. Always talking, always keeping the guys loose. No other than Brad Zorn. Well done, Zorny. Congratulations, well earned. All right, second grade batting award. Definitely one of the awards that the guys want to win. Certainly bragging rights year in, year out to be able to go home with this trophy. And this guy certainly didn't disappoint this year. Our player winning this award definitely had the DH position locked down, so it's a good thing he was hitting as well as he was. And in a lot of the top 10s across the league in several categories, none other than Ben Sutton. Well done, mate. Hell of a season, Suts. So second grade pitching award. The winner of the award this season is a guy that really did the lion's share of the work. He threw 36 innings, I think, over the course of the season. A lot of those came in relief. And for a guy that was really unhittable once he figured out towards the end of the season that he could just pound the zone and look for weak contact, he really came into his own. So really keen to see how that plays out next season. But congratulations goes to Leo Matsuo. Well done, mate. Well earned. Congratulations. And the last award for second grade is the Players Player Award. This award goes to a guy that was definitely a leader on the field and off the field, in the clubhouse, chats after the game. It didn't matter. He was definitely a very vocal part of the squad this year. Certainly played the house down, swung a big stick. That probably gives it away. But congratulations, Ben Sutton, Players Player Award. Well done.
Each year, our club sees some young men play up in the grades for the first time. This year was no exception. Having the experience coming from under 16s and 18 state teams, and also just the opportunity of being blooded on a Wednesday night, is extremely exciting for the club's future. Congratulations to all these players, and we're looking forward to seeing stats from you in the future years. Now let's do the Women's Awards. Unfortunately, Todd Eisenhower couldn't be with us tonight, so I'm going to introduce Tommy Organ to do those awards for us. Thanks, Tommy.
Okay, thanks, Mike. Well, the club did it. They got the women's baseball back in the maroon and white. Things were not looking too good in the weeks leading up to round one, but some late acquisitions got the team back on the diamond and got the season kicked off with the first of many wins. The team gelled very quickly with its mix of youth and experience. Senior players led by example, and the new players continued to learn and improve each week. Unfortunately, An oversight in the rules made the team ineligible to play in the finals despite their incredible 11-3 record. The club is very proud of the girls for their efforts they put into training and the games, especially coming together for the first time. Some girls never having played the game before the first, let alone at this level. The club would like to thank Todd Eisenhower and Ben Little for their hard work and dedication throughout the year, as well as the other great coaches and players who lent their assistance. Also to Mike O'Neill and the board for their support. John and Viv for operating the canteen on game nights and keeping everyone fed, and Simon and Noel for having the best grounds in the league ready to play. Despite the heartbreaking end to the season, the club is looking forward to the girls returning next year and taking things to the next level and finishing off what they started the season. Now for the best part, here's the award. The first awards go to the RBI winner, and this year's winner is Hannah Nishia. The next award is the Fielding Award, and that goes to the youngest player in the club, Millie Atkinson, who is the catcher for the women's team. The next award is the Pitching Award, and that award is going to Hannah Nishia, who finished 4th overall in the ERA in the women's competition. The next award is the Batting Award, or the Hitting Award, and that goes to one of the original players who was with the club 5 years ago. The final award is the Players' Player Award, and it's voted on by the actual players themselves. And this year's award is Lisa Nakashio. And finally, congratulations to all our award winners. It certainly was a terrific season, and the club really hopes to see you all back next season. Stay safe and healthy, everyone, and we hopefully will see you all back in August.
Congratulations to the women's team and to all the winners of the awards this year from that team. Now let's hear from Chris Corey, the State League Manly club coach, on his take of how the season went, and also to announce the team's Quality at Bat award winners.
Thanks, Mike. Certainly from a club perspective, I'd like to say it was a productive season, definitely building on some successes from previous years. I think probably the bigger things going on in the season were obviously bringing the women's team into the competition. It's fantastic to see Manly Eagles with a women's team representing us out there. Definitely keen to see how we move things forward for next year and beyond. It's great. Ladies, I hope you had a great season, and looking forward to coming back and competing again next year in the maroon and white. Also with the EBSN, obviously another huge change for the club, for us to be able to do something like this and also have all the games being streamed throughout the season. So certainly a couple of huge steps forward for the club, and onwards into the future. Something we've been tracking over the last few seasons, and certainly making a priority from an offensive perspective, is quality at-bats. How that impacts the outcome of a game from an offensive perspective and scoring runs is something that we've been driving over the last few seasons, and that's why I'm here to present the Quality At-Bat Award tonight. So under 18's Quality At-Bat winner, this is a young guy that definitely filled in for a lot of the other grades, from first grade, second grade, and even some pinch hits off in threes as well. But he also took home the Quality At-Bat title. Mikey Amir, huge season, mate, well done. For third grade, player being able to come in and win the Quality At-Bat award after also catching every game that he played is a pretty solid effort. Kevin DeGale, congratulations. Our second grade award winner for Quality At-Bats, this is a guy that's been around the club for a long time. Certainly, Quality At-Bats is about hitting for the team ahead of hitting for self. and this guy does that year in, year out. So it's certainly a privilege to be able to present this award to Daniel Goodsill. Congratulations. And the Women's Quality at Bat winner is a player that played all over the diamond. She played pretty much a utility role for the team, and also pitched quite a few innings during the season as well, and that's Kelly Steinhauer. For first grade, this was pretty hotly contested as far as our Quality at Bat winner, but a guy that has been winning quite a few other awards through the season and in previous years, Jalen Ray. Congrats, mate. And then last but not least, our Quality at Bat winner for the whole club. So this is an award that based on percentages for each of the grades, and the overall winner for Manly Eagles Quality at Bat is Kelly Steinhauer. Congratulations, Kelly. Well done.
Thanks, Chris. And congratulations to all our Quality at Bat award winners. Now let's hear from Masserendo, our first grade coach, on their awards.
Thanks, Mike. This year, first grade, missed playoff by 1 win. From point of view, team was grow into great teams, winning many games. Our battle in the second half, outstanding. Especially pitching, top level, all through, hitting, so much growth and improvement. The season, everybody's fight and your sportsmanship made me very proud. Thank you very much, teams. And also thank you for very much for all players, including under 18s, get the opportunity the first grade games, second grade players, filling the guys away. Finally, thank you, Mike, President. Thank you, give me great teams and the opportunity this year again. And special thanks, Bold, Luke, Simon, Bib, John, Ash, Ben, Adam, Sean. Thank you. Club coach Chris. Without your support and help, I wouldn't have a great season. Also other coach, team, Scott and Tubbs, big thank you very much for that. I really look forward to next year's. First grade award. First of all, RBI. This player has got lots of experience. Play Australia. This season, big impact for our lineup. Also, other team is very scared. RBI winner is Rod Van Buren. Secondly, Gold Glove. This player has shown lots of improvement and growth this year. He's got many bright prospecting this club. His name is Gabriel Mateu. Hitting award. This guy's keep improvement his hitting skill. Also this year, his mental grows lots. Also become to team leader. His name is Jalen Ray. Pitching award. These guys mature pitchers as I man. Continues growth to his baseball journey. Then also lucky to have him. I'm very pleasure to coach him. Winner is Josh Gessner. Players. These guys play well above his weight very long time. We will so much missing when he's going college. Winner is Jalen Ray. congratulations all award winners. I would like to say stay safe and healthy. Sure, you guys see you next season.
Thanks, Massa, and congratulations on another great season. You've seen the individual award winners in each team being announced. Now let's see who pick up the Perpetual Trophy awards in those categories. The first of our Perpetual Trophy awards tonight is for the most RBIs in the club, the Cole Horton Award. The Cole Horton medalist this year is Rodney Van Busen. Congratulations, Rod. It was great to see you back in the club. We loved having you in our lineup and we're hoping to see you next year. Our next award is the Paul Ferrian Award. Since Paul's retirement, the club has been able to give this award annually for the best outfielder. And the Paul Ferrian medalist this year is Treg Habercorn. Treg came to the club late this season and was outstanding both on and off the field, having time to be a part of the Junior Reps program, gala days, and also camps that we ran. Thanks very much, Treg, and we hope to see you back. The Link McClatchy Golden Glove Award is our next Perpetual Trophy on the agenda. This season, the Golden Glove in the Manly Warringah Grade Club is Gabriel Mateu. The next award is for the Batting Trophy of the Manly State League Club. This year we're thrilled to be able to present this award to Kelly Steinhauer. Kelly's batting average was outstanding in our women's team and led the league in the New South Wales Second Division competition. Congratulations, Kelly, on being the first female to win the batting trophy for the Manly State League Club. The last Perpetual Award for this evening is the Jill and John Axford Pitching Award for the club pitcher with the lowest ERA. This year we're thrilled to be able to give the award to Josh Gessner. Josh was able to do quite an amount of work for us before heading overseas for his first stint as a minor league baseball player with the Phillies. Unfortunately, with the season not going ahead at the moment over there, we know, Josh, you're going to be champing at the bit to get back here and pitch for us again. Congratulations, Josh. Congratulations to all the Perpetual Trophy Award winners this season. Now I'd like to get Tommy Organ back up here to announce the Team MVP Award winners and also to announce the club's MVP Award winner for the season.
This year, Manly's baseball has had a terrific season. The 18s, 3rd, 2nds, and 1st grade, as well as women's, were all competitive. I saw many of the games this year and was just impressed with the competitiveness of all the players, and the sportsmanship they showed was outstanding. The level of skills was just terrific. The promotion on the Wednesday night home games couldn't be better. Best seat in town was up here, and of course watching the women's play on Friday night was also a thrill for the first time. As a life member, I've been with the club since 1976, and it's just a real honor to see how far the club has progressed, and this year was just an outstanding season for all that participated. And I'm also very thrilled to be asked and honored to present this year's MVP awards and trophies to all the grades that participated in the State League this year. And our first award winner is from the under 18s, number 54, Josh Beasley. Third grade was closely contested for this year's most valuable player, and there was many players who could have been selected, and the winner is number 5, an old club stalwart, Dean Story. Second grade, also very closely contested for an MVP. Another club stalwart who's been with us for a long time, number 9, Daniel Goodsell. The next award, MVP, is for the Manly women's baseball team and goes to our pitcher, number 15, Hannah Nashir. Congratulations, Hannah. The first grade most valuable player this year, again closely contested, goes to number 96, our new player to the club this year from Queensland, Connor McDonald. The next award is the club most valuable player, also known as the Lindsay and Gina Doubleday Medal. Lindsay and Gina are both life members of the club, and if you notice in the outfield, Lindsay's number has been retired out in center field. Both are stalwarts of the Manly Baseball Club, and I would be thrilled and proud to know who this year's winner is going to be. I was fortunate that in 1976-77 to be the recipient of this award, and it gives me great honor to announce that this year's winner of the most valuable player for the club 2019-2020 season is Hannah Nashir from the Women's Baseball Club. Hannah, this is a special award because you are the first female baseball player in Manly history to win this award, and congratulations for a job well done.
I'd like to thank the club for this amazing award, and I had a really great experience playing women's baseball, and I also like to thank my coach and the girls on my team, as well as the people that were all involved in this great experience that I was able to have, and thank you.
Congratulations to all the MVPs for this season. An outstanding year, and hopefully you can carry it on next year. Our next award is for Clubman of the Year, and there's so many people within the club that this could be going to. But I know you'll all enjoy the fact that this year's award winner is Luke Eisenhower. Luke's involvement behind the scenes can't be understated. EBSN has been one of the greatest things the club's done. Our live stream broadcasts have been well received and eagerly watched, and this presentation award ceremony that's being broadcast. Welcome everyone to what must be one of the most unusual award presentations the Manly State League Baseball Club has ever had to do. A big thanks already has to go to Luke Eisenhower and everybody involved with EBSN behind the scenes to get this production up and running. The board and I would like to extend our best wishes to you and your families during these extraordinary times, and we hope that you continue to stay well while we all come out of this unusual isolation period. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to the Manly Warringah District Baseball Association President, PJ Patterson.
Hello everyone and welcome to the 2019-20 Manly presentation event. My name is PJ Patterson. I'm the chairman of the RSA, and again, welcome to this wonderful event. Unfortunately, we can't be with you in person this year because of
is the President's Award. Each year, the president of this club is able to give an award that they feel the person has given so much to the club and made the club better. This year, this man has done extraordinary things for the club, on and off the field. Played, coached and run our winter meetings prior to the season happening. Surveys, calculation of surveys, questionnaires, and making us better and facilitating what we need to be able to be better for the season coming has already started. So this year, the President's Award for our club is Tim Clark.
Three, two, one.
Okay, so that's the end of the virtual presentation for the awards ceremony of Manly Baseball this season. Despite of us all being very nervous in doing it, I want to thank Luke Eisenhower so much for the work he's put in behind the scenes to get this broadcast up and running. You can't believe how much effort's gone into it over about 3 or 4 days to film us all.
No, we're live.
Oh, okay.
We're live.
Live.
We're live.
We know.